Buddhism is one of the oldest religions in the world with a history of over 2,000 years in China. Tibetan Buddhism is an important part of Chinese Buddhism. To understand Xizang, these facts about Tibetan Buddhism are a must. This is the former residence of the Qing government's minister to Xizang on the Barkhor Street. 138 ministers were stationed there over the ensuing 200 years. Tibetan Buddhism, also known as the Tibetan-speaking Buddhism, is one of the three major language systems of Chinese Buddhism. The other two are Mandarin-speaking Buddhism and Pali-speaking Buddhism. Based on the latest data in November 2023, Xizang has over 1,700 sites for Tibetan Buddhist activities, with about 46,000 monks and nuns. In the middle of the 7th century, Buddhism was introduced to Xizang from both South Asia and the central plains of China. Songtsen Gampo was the founder of the Tibetan Tubo Kingdom. This is the birthplace of Songtsen Gampo in Meizhugongka County of Lhasa. Songtsen Gampo's memorial hall was set up here to tell his story and the old days of Tubo Kingdom. Although he lived for only 34 years, Songtsen Gampo unified the Qinghai Xizang Plateau and relocated his kingdom's capital to modern-day Lhasa. He married Nepali Princess Brigudi and Princess Wencheng of the Tang Dynasty. Both princesses practiced Buddhism. The Han Buddhism brought by Princess Wencheng and the Indian Buddhism brought by Princess Brigudi, together with some local religions of Tubo, gradually formed the Tibetan Buddhism. The building behind me is the Potala Palace and the world's highest ancient palace and a landmark in China's Xizang Autonomous Region. The Potala Palace was built under the direction of Songtsen Gampo in the 7th century. It's recorded that Songtsen Gampo built this palace to marry Princess Wencheng. However, the Potala Palace built by Songtsen Gampo had already been turned into ruins, and the current Potala Palace was rebuilt by the 5th Dalai Lama in the 17th century. And since then, the Potala Palace is the winter residence of the Dalai Lamas. If you want to ask me what the summer residence of the Dalai Lamas is, do follow me to continue our trip and you will find the answer. This is the famous Jokhang Temple in Lhasa, which has a history of over 1,300 years. It was built under the direction of Princess Brigudi, with the strong support of Princess Wencheng. The statue of Sakyamuni, aged 12, brought by Princess Wencheng from Chang'an, is enshrined here. The Tang Tubo Alliance monument in front of the Jokhang Temple was built in 823. The inscription on the monument says the Tubo and the Tang Dynasty became one family and started a new journey. It reflects the ethnic unity between the Han and Tibetan peoples over the past 1,200 years. Here I met Laba, a monk and the executive deputy director of Jokhang Temple Management Committee.
大多是文物世界文化遗产，所有的那个文物全部都有数据库，人也多，信徒也好，旅客也好，保护当中也有矛盾。 现在大多是2万多平米里头保护的特别好，佛像、唐卡、佛塔这些有6000多年的材质、重量、高度全部都有记载。我们期待数据库的最后的上线，早日跟所有人的见面。